Something in a departure for me is a live SOTA. I couldn't handle editing another video just a minute, so needed a quick response. So I apologize. No stupid characters and puppets and things this time. So I would like to kick off by congratulating you guys on a really amazing form up this morning. Even though it was blue balls, it's a pretty wonderful thing to see. 1 billion ships on the undock of friends and allies, but particularly our wonderful alliance. It was great to see so many people in Maelstroms. Great to see many support ships. Great to see newbies in frigate. It was, warms my heart to see almost a full fleet from the Brave Collective. Again, it's been a while since we've hit those sorts of numbers, and it's wonderful to see that it was in support of a strategic goal like another Keepstar to help defend catch with. I'd also like to congratulate you guys on the way you've handled yourselves in the last number of months. I really do feel that this alliance is moving from strength to strength. I really do feel that we have become outrageously more competent and capable, and it really is something that I'm very proud of, to see us punching at the sort of level that we are. Still feel it's far beyond our weight, and that it's an amazing thing. I thank you to everybody who's got us to that level. Your hard work and dedication has meant that we're doing really well. So on some negative point, as most of you saw, yesterday, day before yesterday, I removed Canera from the position of Mildew, and obviously, this was not a decision that was taken lightly. Canera is a great FC. He's our Mildew for a bit over a year. Organised heaps of stratops. We oversaw the development of a number of our different doctrines. His loss is going to be felt, no doubt about it. This is obviously not an ideal outcome for me. It's a decision that I've wrestled with for basically the entire year. I don't take it lightly. Really don't want to disclose the reasons why I felt that it came to this point. I don't like speaking negatively about anybody. But yes, the recent Reddit leaks have something to do with it. Leaking command logs in post-Chester world. Pretty hostile act. Fortunately, Canera had a history of doing that. Most of the reasons why I've removed him, however, are basically invisible to you guys. They will remain so. When it gets to a point where you're firing someone, I don't really believe that those discussions and conversations and different nitty-gritty bits need to be broadcast to the greater to the greater alliance. Kind of private. I am sure that you will read some speculative fiction on Reddit really soon, and I'd ask you to take it all with a grain of salt. Don't get drawn into conspiracy theories or shit-flinging matches. But yeah, I'm really disappointed that it's come to this. I do feel that every opportunity is given to Canera to avoid this outcome, and I'm really sad that he's using his talents. I hope very much that our excellent FC team will be able to shoulder his burdens. To lead those FCs, I've asked Motre to take over. Motre's been running a huge proportion of the day-to-day life of the Alliance military for some time. He's a capable, competent FC, successfully blue-balled our capital fleet on dozens of occasions. I'm sure he'll do very well. He's actually far less of a cunt than he used to be, so I don't know, maybe he's getting soft in his old age. Now, second of two sad newses. I'm really going to kick you when you're down. I'm going to continue. Moments ago, Zansha announced that they would be leaving the alliance, moving elsewhere. I'm really disappointed that this is a burden. I've felt for a long time that those guys are such an amazing asset, even a pillar of this alliance. That to lose them is a very, very serious thing indeed. I wish them extremely well in their future endeavours, wherever that road takes them. And I've just read that they announced where they were going in their recent SOTA, so I'll leak it here. They'll be moving to Mercenary Coalition. And excited that will give them the opportunity to grow in directions that they may not have been able to elsewhere. So, off all that sad news, I think we do need a little bit of direction in the alliance. So, the direction is this: I want everybody to push themselves, everybody to undertake new things. I want our FCs to force themselves into higher and higher doctrines, skill themselves up. I want our diplomats to feel like they're running at their wits' end. I want our infrastructure people to relax a bit and to stop taking so much on themselves, because you guys are killing yourselves, you poor bastards. Everybody, all of us needs to step up. We need people who want to engage in fleet command to step up, to volunteer, to say, hey, Cagali, can I have 100 frigates to run some fun fleets with? Sort that shit out for you. Very, very easy. Everybody needs to keep training. As you've seen, we've introduced new doctrines. The Roke is something of a departure from our Mimitar stays. So everybody needs to check those doctrine pages and get skilled up into those. I want us to continue our push into capitals and super capitals. At the minute, we have a small kernel of super pilots who've graduated from the capital fleet. More and more are coming on board with ratting supers, which I'm not that happy about, but many of those have indicated an eagerness to switch from crab super capital to combat super capital at a moment's notice. I want us to feel like we are developing our muscles. I want our industrialists to continue to build bigger and better things, and faster and quicker and stronger and more and more and more. I won't lie and pretend that I understand in the industrial side of things, so I'm not really sure how you progress from there, but more and bigger and better and cheaper and more profit and all of that stuff cannot be wrong. If you are IT nerd, and again, I'm really well out of my depth talking about this sort of stuff. However, our core, the thing that you join all your groups on and manages mumble and all that sort of stuff, core is dying. CCP are removing the things that make it run, and need people to assist. Shay and Yuki can't do it all on their own, and I'm not sure exactly what sort of help they're going to need or how that's going to happen, but I invite you, if you know these things, maybe contact them, or they'll update you later on with exactly what they're after and exactly what's happening. But that is something that needs to happen really soon. So, if you want to do coding for free, pump out your resume or your curriculum vitae, whichever you call it. I'm more than happy to provide written references. We're still paying 100 mil for dojo classes. Need people there's basically no barrier to the skill level or the age of somebody who wants to run a dojo fleet. And you can teach anything that you've learned yourself, because there's always somebody in this alliance who knows less than you do. Getting paid 100 mil for that sort of thing, it's pretty good. What was I up to? Oh yeah, if you just listen to the test soda, I'm not sure how they did it, but they've stolen one of my ideas. They called it an alpha expeditionary force or alpha reactionary force or something like that. Basically, what I want you to do, my name for it was going to be Ploy Alpha Balls. Basically, I want you to, from here, log off your Omega accounts, roll yourself a Cagali Alpha clone, and start training Magic 14, Miracle 14, or whatever those core 14 skills are that mean that you, so that you're training something. Obviously, we're going to train this into a force that we can deploy somewhere, ship it up into ships, and then have a completely separate from our day-to-day lives force ready to wreak chaos, essentially. So I want everybody to do that. I want us to all start training all at the same time, so that we're all, at a reasonably commensurate level of skill, ability to fly different doctrines. The problem with an alpha clone, with an alpha account, if you've never been there, is that you cannot set a million skills to train and just have that tick over forever. You have to log in minimum once every 24 hours if you've got 24-hour skills, or put in 23 hours worth of short skills and then one long skill at the end, and it will take it up a week of training if it's a long train. But it expires, and CCP won't reimburse you those lost skill points, unlike an alpha, unlike an Omega clone. Where I'm up to in my little list here. No, I'm not going to say that. That would be dumb. I've done enough dumb things this year. So basically, thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much for your effort. Thank you very much for your dedication. I hope that I can count on you to continue those efforts, continue those excellent achievements that you've all been a part of. I'm very sad to see Zanchi go. They and Canera the best in their future endeavours. Very much for your attendance, for listening.